session. We'll be talking about Istanbul as well. We organised this with the support of Centre for Turkey Studies. This is our first event as Politics Exposed. We've got two speakers here today. One of them is Atakan Güven. He has over 10 years of experience working in the urban policy and intervention field in the UK and USA. Currently he works as an associate at Space Syntax Limited, leading on the regional master plan for Mecca and Jeddah. Previously he worked at LSE Cities, London School of Economics, where he managed a research project comparing the southeast of England to the Randstad region of the Netherlands. A native Londoner, being half Turkish, he has lived in Istanbul and Bursa. Currently he's an honorary research associate at UCL Biology School. Aman Çavuşoğlu is a researcher and a project coordinator at LSE Cities, London School of Economics and Political Science. Native of Istanbul, he has been living in London for the past 5 years, working on research and publication projects. Whilst focusing his personal interest on issues identity, integration, belonging and urban survival. Hope you all enjoy the speech today. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks everyone for your patience, and apologies earlier for not getting the projector working, but now thankfully we can go up and running. So what we thought we'd do, the format, we'll talk roughly around 40-45 minutes, maybe a little less, and then afterwards we can have time for question and discussion. And basically Omar and I were colleagues at LSE Cities, and in the areas that we specialise in, looking at various global cities around the world to see how they grow and expand and see what kind of challenges they faced, being that we both have strong, close ties with Istanbul, and particularly the fact that Omar led the Urban Age Conference that happened in Istanbul in 2009. It's a city that we're very familiar with, and also very close to some of the challenges it's going through. So we figured that we'll collaborate on writing projects and these kinds of presentations that will help explain some of Istanbul's urban planning history, and also to address some questions around its identity, its nation building, and some of these themes will come out as we progress through these slides. So, looking at these placards here, these billboards, this is of Tarlabaşı in Istanbul, and it's an area that's being part of the urban regeneration projects, and there are around 50 of these around Istanbul at the moment, and it's being in a process of being gentrified, and behind these placards we see that many of these old buildings, many of them were built around the turn of the last century, are being demolished, and some of them are being saved and instead being replaced by chic cafes and boutiques, etc., while the people who used to live in them are being displaced and moved 40, sometimes 60 kilometres outside of the city centre. So, and the reason why we thought that the whole billboard thing was interesting, because there's a whole bunch of sort of complex history that's behind these billboards that allowed this situation to come to this point, where this declarative form of urbanism, very top-down, and the way it's kind of taken over these small neighbourhoods or mahalles, these communities, and uprooted them, is something that has a historical presence. So what we decided to do is I'll take on some of the historical background going up to the 1980s, and then Omar will take on from the 80s onwards and what's happening today, and also some future developments. So Istanbul, at the turn of the late 19th century and early 20th century, though the empire itself was in decline,